Welcome to Northanger Abbey in a nutshell. 17-year-old Catherine Morland is one of 10 children of a country clergyman. Although a tomboy in her childhood, by the age of 17 she is in training for a heroine and is excessively fond of reading Gothic novels. Catherine is invited by the Allens, her wealthier neighbours in Fullerton, to accompany them to visit the town of Bath and partake in the winter season of balls. Soon she's introduced to a clever young gentleman, Henry Tilney, and his sister Isabella. The Tilneys invite Catherine to stay with them for a few weeks at their home, Northanger Abbey. Catherine expects the abbey to be exotic and frightening. Henry teases her about this, as it turns out that Northanger Abbey is pleasant and decidedly not Gothic. However, the house includes a mysterious suite of rooms that no one ever enters. Catherine learns that they were the apartments of Mrs. Tilney, who died 9 years earlier. As General Tilney no longer appears to be ill affected by her death, Catherine decides that he may have murdered or even imprisoned her in her chamber. Catherine discovers that her overactive imagination has led her astray, as nothing is strange or distressing in the apartment. Unfortunately, Henry questions her and informs her that his father loved his wife in his own way and was truly upset by her death. She leaves crying, fearing that she's lost Henry's regard entirely. Realising how foolish she has been, Catherine comes to believe that, though novels may be delightful, their content does not relate to everyday life. At the end of the novel, Henry tells Catherine he still wants to marry her, despite the fact that his father disapproves of her because she's poor. Catherine is delighted, though when Henry seeks her parents' approval, they tell the young couple that the final approval will only happen when General Tilney consents. Eventually, General Tilney acquiesces because he discovers that the Morlands, while not extremely rich, are far from destitute. The novel was written by Jane Austen and published posthumously in 1817. It is a satire of Gothic novels and deliberately parodies elements of high Gothic fiction. The novel explores the danger and intrigue of Gothic fiction through a character who's obsessed with such works. It also charts the development of youth into thoughtful adulthood, which results in the loss of imagination, innocence, and good faith. Austen promotes the idea of reading in a tedious high society context as being a valuable tool for personal growth. The novel references The Monk and The Mysteries of Udolpho, along with 7 horrid novels. Ideas of the clash between imagination and societal expectations linked to Wuthering Heights and the character of Lucy in Dracula. Read chapters 5 to 7 of Volume 2. How does Austen use and parody elements of the Gothic? What was the public reaction to the text when it was published? Research the High Gothic and explore changing attitudes towards Gothic conventions.